The first question is very basic question, that is zeros of the zero polynomial. Is options are there: 1, 0, any real number, not defined, think about it and let me know.
Ma'am, any real number.
Any real number, okay. Yes, what about, like, let me know one by one.
Any
What
real number.
any real number, Heather? Arhan, you said any real number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Arhan and Heather said any real number. Yes, Anam, Bharti, Irshad,
My answer is
Numaish.
also any real number.
Okay, any real number.
Any real
Yes, any real number.
It's any real number.
Sarah,
And any real number.
yes, one Sarah is there and one Sarah is there. Sarah and Sarah. I think I'm sounding same, but two Sarahs are there. Irshad, it's C, any real number. Okay. Okay, let's check it. Okay. Everyone is responding here, any real number. Zeros of zero polynomial. Example of zero polynomial is just any polynomial having degree 0. That is any constant number, maybe 2 or maybe 32 or maybe 25. If this type of numbers are given, just we call it constant polynomial or zero polynomial. And zero of any polynomial, we understand zero means if this is given as a polynomial, px is this one, 25, px is 25. Okay, so zero means what will be the value of the variable such that the complete polynomial will become zero. That's what the meaning of zero is. Okay, and the process is just take the polynomial as it is and write is equals to 0. 25 is equals to 0. 25 is equals to 0. Is it valid in mathematics? 25 and 0, these two are same number. It's completely invalid. What I have written on the screen, 25 is equals to 0, it's not making sense to us. Okay, we are mathematics student and we understand the concept that these two numbers are not same. If x plus 25 is equals to 0, that we understand, such a value of x which will added with 25 and will make the result 0, that can be the case. But just 25 is equals to 0, it can't. This is completely false. It is invalid. This is completely baseless. And that's why we say that it is not defined. Everyone getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, this is how we will be thinking that the process of finding, just a second. The process of finding 0 is just take the polynomial, write is equals to 0 and try solving it for the value of the unknown. If x is there, then x value. If y is there, then y value. If z is there, then z value. But when we are repeating the process for our particular question, it's not making sense to us. And that's why we say that it is not possible. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Let's continue. If px is equals to, now since we are talking about zero of the zero polynomial, if I will ask you what is the degree of zero polynomial, degree, this is very basic, I always explain this concept in my class. Degree of zero polynomial is,
Ma'am, it is not defined.
think about it. On the basis of degree, I mentioned the name. Okay, if I have taken your polynomial class, first I write the degree, then I give the example, then I write the name. So on the basis of degree, I write the name. Okay, the specific name we introduce in the class. If we are talking about zero polynomial, what is the degree?
Ma'am, it is undefined.
Ma'am, zero.
Wait, one by one. Who said undefined? Yes. Anam, you said undefined.
Yes, ma'am.
And Arhan, what you said?
Ma'am, zero.
Yes. Yes, it is zero. Zero polynomial. The name we got from the degree. Degree is zero, that's why the name is zero polynomial. Degree is one, that's why the name is linear polynomial. Degree is two, that's why the name is quadratic polynomial. Degree is three, that's why the name is cubic polynomial. And degree is four, that's why the name is quartic polynomial. So zero polynomials. What is the degree of the zero polynomial? Of course, zero. Yes or no? Again, if I'll give you
Yes,
an
ma'am.
example of zero polynomial, let's say again 25. What is the degree over here? Maybe according to our point of view, according to our imagination, according to our logic, maybe there is a variable whose power is zero over here. And degree means highest power of the variable, so zero. And from there only the name came, zero polynomial or constant polynomial. Clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue. Yes, everyone. I can see most of the students have turned on their camera, but still few cameras are off. Sazia, Arhan. Okay, turn on your camera, please. Let's continue. If I will give you px is equals to, let's say, x minus 4, and you have to find px plus p of minus x. Please find it and tell me what are you getting. It can be in terms of x, it can be without x, doesn't matter. Whatever you are getting, let me know.
Ma'am, I'm getting -8.
Yes, ma'am. I also.
Okay, I'm checking it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm good.
Okay, everyone is getting -8. Let's check it. Px is, this is what we are supposed to find over here. Px is x minus 4. P of minus x is, at the place of x in the polynomial, we will be writing minus x. So minus x minus 4. Okay, this is P of minus x. Okay, let's try simplifying it. X minus 4 minus x minus 4. So we are getting xx upon minus 4 minus 4 minus 8. Any confusion?
No, ma'am. No. No.
Which of the following is a polynomial? Options are which of the following are polynomial over here? Which one is the polynomial?
Ma'am, 0.
0. Yes, rest of the students. Sarah, you said 0, right? Irshad also said.
I'm 0.
Okay.
Ma'am, 0.
Yes, 0. Yes, it's 0. Okay, the exponent of the variable, if that is not a whole number, then it's not polynomial. You can see exponents are not, all the exponents are not whole number. -2, -1, these are not whole numbers. These are integers. Yes, 0. Okay, and same for the other scenarios. So yes, 0. Just a moment. The 0 of polynomial px minus 24y plus 24 is, please find it. Here y must be there. Okay, polynomial
Ma'am,
in
1.
terms of y. Okay, it's, yes, everyone, please find it and let me know. Okay, is it 1? Everyone is getting the same. Is it 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's 1. Okay. Yes, it's 1. Okay. Whatever polynomial you are having is equals to 0. Whatever polynomial we are having just is equals to 0 we have to write, and by using our previous class concept we have to solve this equation. If we will do so, we are getting y value as 1. Check it.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue.
Ma'am, this class is for 1 hour, right?
Yes, it's for 1 hour. I will not take more time. Don't worry, Tejas. You are having another class after this. The zero of the polynomial px is equals to x square minus 16x. Now what we will do for finding the zero? Think about it.
Ma'am, take different values.
Yeah, what you said, Arhan?
Ma'am, taking different values.
X is equal to 16.
16. Arhan, you said two different values?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, two different values. Let me know what are the two different values. Ishad said, is it 0? Yes, it is 0. Someone asked, is it 16? I would say yes, it is 16. So now you will ask, is it 0 or 16? Let's check, is it 0 or 16?
Ma'am, 6.
We will be taking the polynomial. We will write is equals to 0 by ourselves. Now here I am going to introduce a concept to you. Okay, please always keep in mind that whenever we are having this type of scenario, we must factorize it. If possible, we must factorize it. Okay, and the very basic factorization which we can perform over here is we can take x common. Yes or no?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And the leftover part is x minus 16. Now here two scenarios are getting generated. Okay, whenever in mathematics something into something is equals to 0 is there, no? In mathematics, whenever it's something into something, a into b is equals to 0, or maybe a blank space and multiplied with the other blank space is equals to 0, we say that logically the chances are, first we will be talking about the possibility. The chances are either in the first box there is a 0, then only the result will be 0. In the second box, any number 32, 24, 2000, 2 lakh, 1000, 124, any number can be there, but maybe in the first box there is a 0 that multiplied with any number is the result is the 0.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm writing the chances over here, possible cases. Maybe the first number is 0. Why we are guessing maybe the first number is 0? Because the result is 0. Okay, the product between two terms are 0, then the possibility is maybe the first term is 0 or maybe the second term is 0. Then only product multiplication of any two number will never ever be 0. Even if you are taking a decimal number, any number, negative number, positive number, any number you are taking, multiplication will never be 0. It will only be 0 when you are having one of the number as a 0. So maybe this 24 is 0, then only the result will be 0. Or maybe the other number is 0, first number is as it is, but the other number is 0, then only the result, the product, the multiplication will be 0. Or maybe both are 0. 0 into 0 is 0. So logically, whenever anyone will say multiplication between two terms are 0, x into y is 0, we will say that maybe x is 0, maybe y is 0, or maybe both are 0. Then only there is a possibility that the result will be 0. Am I making sense to all of you?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
you are.
ma'am.
Okay, so here whenever we will encounter this type of scenario from now onward in mathematics, we understand that something into something is 0. That means x is 0, or the other term, that is x minus 16 in a bracket, whatever is there, that will be 0. So x minus 16 is 0. From here, one value is x equals to 0, another value is x equals to 16. So if you say to me x value is 0, yes. If you say to me x value is 16, yes. If you say to me there will be two different value, yes. So what are we doing? We are solving the equation. We are solving the equation. I will tell you again what are we doing over here. Okay, just if you are if you are noting it down, you can note it. I am giving you few more examples. Can I scroll down?
So,
So whenever we will be having polynomial like this, px is equals to x square minus or maybe plus, okay, 13x, like this, if we will be having the polynomial, the process of finding the 0 is still same. X square plus 13x is equals to 0. You can, if you are shifting this 13 to the other side and you are cancelling 1x with 1x, I would say please don't do that, because when the degree of the polynomial is 2, chances are we will be getting two zeros. Okay, previously, we were just having x plus 13. This was very simple. We were taking the polynomial, we were finding the 0, 1x value we were getting. But whenever this type of scenario will be there, still we are solving the equation. This type of factorization you have done or not? Taking x common, x plus 13 is the left. Yes or no? You have done the very basic factorization like this.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes,
the
ma'am.
factorization only we are doing. Now one new logic I am just teaching you today, that whenever we will see from now onward this type of scenario in mathematics, we are mature enough that we understand that either the first term is 0 or maybe the second term, second bracket, whatever is there, that will be 0. So if any time instead of this x and x plus 13, you are having maybe polynomial like this, px is equals to, let's say, x square eighteen x, not 18, 6x. Okay, if we will try splitting the middle term is known to all of you, raise your hand if splitting the middle term is not known to you. Raise your hand if you don't know what is splitting the middle term. Because it is that important. Splitting the 1t will be there, the middle term. If this concept is not known to you, please raise your hand. You are taking this class for yourself. These all the students, maybe they are your friend, but this class, whatever I am explaining to you, it must be beneficial for you at first. Okay, forget about everyone. Yes, you came here to give your precious time. So in this precious time, you learn something precious which will be helpful for you for scoring good marks. Okay. So let's continue. How to split the middle term. Meanwhile, let me finish this concept that if we will encounter this scenario, we understand either the first term will be 0 or maybe the second term will be 0. X is equals to 0 and from here we are getting one new x value that is minus 13. So these are the two x value which we will be mentioning when we will encounter this type of polynomial. Okay, these two are the zeros. If you want to check whether these two are 0 or not, let's check it. 0 means what? Such a x value which will make the polynomial 0, right? Check it. Check it. Px is x square plus 13x. If you will substitute x as a 0 over here, the result will be 0. If you will substitute x as a 13, minus 13 we have got, x as a minus 13 over here, minus 13, then it will be minus 13 whole square plus 13 into minus 13. Can you see still the result will be 0? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's why we are saying that two zeros we are having. Now splitting the middle term, let me explain you. Just a second, let me take one example.
Ma'am, can you show the question?
This question, I'm trying to take the other question. Okay, because this is perfect square. I will take another example. If you are talking about this question, then I can show you this one. But this one, I will change the example. Okay, don't copy it. I will change the example because properly I'm going to teach you how to split the middle term. It is that important in class 10, class 11, 12, like any time you can encounter such a scenario where you have to split the middle term. And from now onward, all the teacher will expect that you already know. You already know. We don't have to teach it. Okay. The way I know that you already know the addition of fractions, the addition of decimal number 1, 2, 3, 4, you already know. I'm not going to teach you, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so from now onward, whatever you are learning now, teachers in the future will think that you already know this concept. So let me explain you, it's very important. Ishad, x minus 3. Oh yeah, the factorization, exactly. Let me take a basic example so that it will make sense to you. Yeah. Suppose we are having x square plus 9x plus 20. Okay, the name is splitting the middle term or maybe factorize this one. Factorize means this is a algebraic expression, this is a polynomial. Okay, we have to factorize it means we have to write something into something. Whenever I'll give you a number like 24 and I will ask you please factorize it, you can write 6 4 times 24. This is how we will factorize it, right? Okay, so here also x square plus 9x plus 20 we are having. We will try factorizing it, and that factorizing part is also known as splitting the middle term. Okay, so there is a method that is called splitting the middle term that will help us doing the factorization over here. Yes,
Like by adding, after splitting the middle term, we should get by adding the middle number, and if we multiply that number, we should get the last number, right? No?
yes, right, that only. So at first this is a quadratic polynomial, and the standard structure of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Can you see? It looks like this format. This is the format. Okay. If any equation is in this format, we will be calling it equation, I told. If any polynomial is in this format, we are going to call it quadratic polynomial. Okay, where a, b, c are just a numbers, constants. So if we are having x square plus 9x plus 20, it's a quadratic polynomial. If we are having 3x square plus 5x plus 30, we are having quadratic polynomial. If we are having 8x square plus 2x plus 6, we are having quadratic polynomial. If we are having minus 3x square minus 2x plus 5, still we are having quadratic polynomial. So you can understand A, B, C are just a number. For the last scenario, for the last example, A is minus 3, B is minus 2 and C is 5. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the standard form of quadratic polynomial. Our polynomial also looks like this, only x square plus 9x plus 20. So what we will do, we will say, if I will ask you the example which I have written, the question which we have taken at first, according to that question, what is A, what is B, what is C? Can you tell me what is A, what is B, what is C?
A is x square and B is 9x and C is 20.
Ma'am, A is 1, B is 9, and C is 20.
A, B, C are just numbers. With x square, whatever is multiplied, that is A. With x, whatever is multiplied, that is B. And C is just a number without any x and y. Getting it?
Yes,
With
ma'am.
x square, whatever is multiplied, that is A. With x, whatever is multiplied, that is B, along with the sign. And C is just a constant without any x and y. Okay, so first, whatever polynomial will be given, if it is in the format of quadratic polynomial, that is ax square plus bx plus c is the standard form. Okay, the ax square plus bx plus c is the standard form. If our polynomial looks like that, that means splitting the middle term is possible. Now we will think about what is a, what is b, what is c. So a means whatever is multiplied with x square. Here nothing is there, so 1. Whatever is multiplied with x, that is b. And the constant term is c. We have written over here. Now the first step for splitting the middle term, step 1 is to multiply a with c. That means 1 into 20. That means just 20. Now factorize this 20 by using two such number. Factorize means you understand. Now I am saying that factorize this 20 by using two such number which added together or maybe subtracted together will generate our middle term.
10 plus 10.
From 4 and 5.
Okay. Factorize this 20 by using two such number. Factorize it. So 5 into 4 is 20. But check it. The numbers which you are using, both the number added together, either added together or maybe subtracted together, is generating your middle term. If it is generating, then you can take those two factors. Otherwise, you have to reject it and you have to think about the other factors. Okay. 10 into 2 is also 20. See, if you will factorize 20, the possibility is 10 into 2 is 20. But 10 and 2 added together is making 12. And 10 and 2 subtracted together is making 8. And our middle term is 9. So addition is not working and subtraction is also not working. Any one will must work, must generate our middle term. Getting it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's like
So
product
can
under
we
sum.
take minus 5x minus 4x after splitting the middle term?
Can we take -5 and -4? That we'll be thinking. Just number we have figured it out. Number we have to figured it out, 5 and 4. Now which one is negative, which one is positive? That we will focus by looking at our middle term. Okay, our middle term is 9, that too positive 9. So are you getting that if we will take +5 and +4, it will generate +9? Okay, so we will not take minus with both of them. See, the product we are not trying to arrange. Once you understood this two number multiply together, or this is the factorize, the two factors which you are using, you just have to check now which one will be positive, which one will be negative. That we will take according to our middle term. If it will be -9x, I would take -5 -4. I don't have to think now about the multiplication of AC, that is the number 20. We will not be thinking. We will just think that AC is this number. Now, which two number can be used? Both plus, both minus, that we will not think. Otherwise, we will end up getting confused. Okay? Just two number you have to figure it out. Is it 10 into 2? Is it 5 into 4? Is it 1 into 20 or what? Okay, so here 5 into 4. Now, since we are having +9x over here, we realize that +5 and +4 will work. So we'll be taking +5x +4x. Getting it? Now let's split it. We have splitted the middle term. See the terminology, split the middle term, split the middle term. So we have splitted it. Yes or no? It was just x square. 1 I have written so that you can understand A was 1. So we were having x square plus 9x plus 20. We realized first we found what is A, what is B, what is C. We multiplied A into C. We did the factorization and we figured it out. 5 and 4 is working over here. So we are writing here x square as it is plus 5x plus 4x plus 20 is equals. That's it. Okay. Now we'll be doing the factorization over here because factorization I am showing you today. So we will be doing factorization, the very basic factorization. First two term will be taken together and the next two term will be taken together. And we will think what can be taken out as a common factor from the first two term. What can be taken out as a common factor? And remaining will be
X.
x plus 5. And what can be taken as a common factor from the next two term?
4.
Ma'am,
And
4
the remaining will be
x plus 5.
4x plus 1.
Now, if I will ask you how many terms are here, how many terms are there in this step?
Ma'am, 2.
Here only two terms are there. In class 8, monomial, binomial, trinomial, how many terms are there? There you must have realized that how to count the term. Okay, if you are having x, one term. If you are having xy, monomial. If you are having xyz, monomial. If you are having xyzt, monomial, because all are multiplied together and attached with each other, monomial. Okay, if you are having xyzt plus 20, binomial. Two terms are there. So plus and minus sign separates the term. If you are having xyzt plus 20, 20 into u, binomial. Two terms are there. Then here a bracket is there. In bracket, let's say one term is sitting like maybe p minus 1. Two terms are there. Still it is binomial because something is multiplied. Something is multiplied with the other term and that too is sitting in a bracket. Bracket is a single thing we are going to treat. Okay, a bracket is there. Two terms are there. Here two terms are there. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, in our question, x into x plus 5, both are multiplied together, attached together. Bracket is a single thing for us. It's a single unit for us. Okay, since it is sitting in a bracket. So in bracket, it is not separating the term. Okay, after the bracket, we can see there is a plus sign which is separating the terms. Okay, so how many terms we are having? Two terms. Two terms we are having in this algebraic expression. If someone will ask that how number of terms are, we will say that two terms are there. This is the one, this is one term, this is another term. Now in this two terms, what is the common factor?
Ma'am,
X
x plus 5.
plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay. Yes, x plus 5. We will be taking it as a common factor. And what are we left with?
X plus 4.
And this is our factorized form. That is x plus 5 in one bracket and x plus 4 in another bracket. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Yes, ma'am.
This is how we split the middle term. Okay, let's do a few more questions because it's that important. Even now also I teach this concept to our class 10 student, to even our class 11 and 12 students sometime, because they say that I have forgotten the concept, I can't recall it. If we are having x square minus 14x plus 13, let's split the middle term. What is A? What is B? What is C? Coefficient of x square is A, coefficient of x is B, and constant term is C. What is A? What is B? What is C?
Ma'am, 1 minus 14 and plus 15.
Ma'am,
Perfect.
E is 1. B is negative 14. C is 13.
Perfect. Now we will do the multiplication of A into C. That is the first step, right?
13.
1 into 13, result is just 13. Now we will try splitting. We will try factorizing this 13. Factorizing this 13. So what it is? Are we able to factorize it? No. What?
1 into 13.
1 into 13. Now we have to check also the factors which we are saying 1 into 13 is 13. Both added together or maybe subtracted together is generating the middle term. Oh yeah,
And
both
minus
added
1 and
together is generating, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we will say that we got it. Now one of the factor is minus 1, another is minus 13. Okay, minus 1 minus 13 will generate minus 14. If you are not understanding how to arrange it, then you figured it out. No, 1 is there and 13 is there. 1 is there and 13 is there. 1 is there and 13 is there. Along with 1, x must be there. Along with 13, x must be there. Now here we want to create the middle term, that is negative 14. So 1 and 13 you are having. Of course, both if you will take negative, then we'll be able to generate negative 14. Yes or no?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Negative 14 was there. Negative 14 was there. So minus 1x minus 13x. 1x we don't really like, we don't usually write 1x. Okay. We just write only x. That means 1x. Everybody will answer.